Hello everyone, welcome to Yellowgreys. In this video, I am going to show you how to convert data table into HTML format. Okay, let's get started. Before getting to practical, we need to see how the HTML formats look like. Okay, let's go to browser. Okay, see here I have already have that HTML table format. This is the one of the good website to learn HTML. Let me search it again. HTML table. Okay, you will get this. Then click on this HTML table W3 school. You will get this format. Okay, just we are going to understand the HTML format, and then we are going to edit something inside the HTML content. Then we are going to apply the same in UiPath Studio. Okay, let's click on try it yourself to see what is the code behind it. Then click try it to yourself. Look at here, this is the HTML code to build this data table format. Okay, now leave about this part because this part and all are related to formats. Okay, then let me change this HTML table header to UiPath. Okay, then they have the company, contact and the country as a header. Let me change this as header simply. Then I will add this as comments. Okay, then I will remove this. Okay, now you look at this. Here we have a data rows. Okay, before this I want to show you how our data table looks like. Okay, go to UiPath Studio. Now go to project panel. So here already have a data table. Okay, already have a data table workbook, and let's open this data table workbook. Okay, see here I have a data table format. Here I have a status, success, time, date, Amazon, FedEx, DHL. Then we have a other values as well. This is our data table. Now we are going to apply the same into HTML format. We have a 2 columns. Okay, now go back to the HTML part. Here already we have created header and comments. Now here I am going to add status and here success. So that is what we saw that in our Excel. Okay, let me delete this, not required. So just I'm going to edit the HTML content and show you how it works. Okay, then I will remove all other content. Okay, all other content till this other rows. Okay, I have deleted all the remaining. Just now run this to see. Yeah, here our table format is ready. So just now we tested only one row. The same we are going to apply it in the UiPath to add more rows based on the rows available in the Excel spreadsheet or the data table. Okay, now you understood the concept of how we are going to edit this format. Okay, now I'm going back to the UiPath Studio to add few activities. Okay, first add the read range activity to read the data table. Okay, let me select data table, then sheet 1. So I'm going to change this range double quotes, because if you provide double quotes the bot will read the entire sheet. Okay, now I'm going to create an variable, press Ctrl K, data table, dt underscore table. Okay, table. Now we done to read the data table. Okay, let me add assign activity. Okay, then assign activity to store the HTML content. First I wish to store the header part. Okay, Control K, press, let's say HTML header. Okay, so in this HTML header, what we are going to provide as value. Okay, let's go back to Chrome and see. I'm going to split this HTML content as 3 parts. Okay, one is header, other one is middle, other one is a footer. Okay, see, from here to, let's say, till this header. Okay, till this header I will say header. Okay, then I will make it small difference. Okay, so till this I will say header, and this I will say middle HTML, and this I will consider as a footer HTML. Okay, let's copy this header HTML. Okay, header HTML, and directly paste it into UiPath Studio assign activity in the value field within double quotes. So now see, you will get an error because this assign value expression editor only accept the single row. Okay, now we want to make it as a single row. Okay, you can edit it here as well, or you can edit it in the notepad as well. Okay, let me edit it here to make it single line. This will take some time. I'm done. Okay, click OK. Our HTML header part is ready. Okay, let me change this name as well. Okay, then now we need to add the footer as well. Okay, so then drag and drop assign activity and change this name. Okay, let me create a variable, press Ctrl K, HTML footer. Okay, now then provide the HTML content. Go back to Chrome and copy the part and go back to UiPath Studio and supply the same within double quotes. Okay, now done. Let me check. I think I have done small mistake. Let's see the code. Yeah, so here I added this add status as well. I will remove this because we don't want this, because still the header part is enough. Let me delete from here. Yes, so this is the header part, actual header part. Okay, let's add for each row data table activity to loop our data row. Okay, let me call data table, then I will add one more assign activity to separate the data rows. Press Ctrl K. I will say row value 1. Okay, press enter, then add current row of 0 dot toString. That you are aware of it, right? We are calling the first array. Then let me add one more assign activity. Press Ctrl K and let's say row value 2. Press enter. Okay, now supply the value current row of 1 dot to string. Okay, let's see how the data is extracted. I will add write line to check the result. It's good practice, know each and every part if you are checking the output. Row value 1, and let me add one more thing is row value 2. Okay, let me debug this. So you can see in the output panel, the bot is writing all the values: time, date, Amazon, iPhone, FedEx, OnePlus TV, DHL, everything it's writing, and it's done. Okay, the one thing is it's missed, that is the status and success, because since we added as a header, remove this, that will consider as a row. Okay, let's proceed further. Now we validate the output as well. Now we are going to insert this row value 1 and row value 2 into HTML content. For that, I will add one more assign activity to concatenate those row value 1 and row value 2 inside the HTML content. Okay, let's say I will create control K middle HTML. Okay, press enter, and now go and look at the HTML content. Okay, here look at this. This is the part we are going to add it as a dynamic part. Copy this and go back to UiPath Studio. Okay, go to value field and within double quotes add this and make it single line. Now it's a standard one. This is the hard code. Already the status and success is available, but it might change based on the data table, right? So this is the only part we are going to change it. So now it's appear as a status. Maybe the next time it may appear as a other row value, right? Okay, let me insert the variable here. Okay, let me remove this and put double quotes, call the variable row value 1, and again call the variable row 2. Remove this and within double quotes plus call the other variable row value 2 plus double quotes. Now everything is ready. Okay, now the first time while executing the for each row, the first time here the bot will replace status success. The next time the bot will replace other row values, right? Okay, now the bot will execute and replace all the row value 1, row value 2 every time. But how we are going to store this into one single variable, that we will see. So now we understood that the data table activity going to replace all the row value 1, row value 2 in the middle HTML. If you left like this, it will replace each and every row, but it will not store all the data rows, right? So let me create one more assign activity and call middle HTML and put empty. Okay, so leave it as a empty. Now go back to the middle HTML variable which created already and to the value field. Here you look at this, the bot is replacing the first row, and the next time it's adding the other variable, that is the middle HTML. Okay, which means while the bot executing the first row, it will replace the value and it will add that empty middle HTML. The next time while it executing the next time, it will go on fetch the next row value 2, then it will replace and concatenate with previous one. Okay, that is what this will do. So let's check this. Add right line and call this middle HTML and play this outside of for each row activity. Now let me debug this. The bot is executing and it's storing all the values and it's storing the next row into the middle HTML, and again it's storing the next row value 1, row value 2 into middle HTML. Now you look at this output panel, we have written the last one. Here you can see all the data table activities. So it's added within the HTML content. What is next? Let me add one more assign activity to bring all the HTML format into one place. Okay, Control K. Now you say HTML content. Then go to value field, call the HTML header and call middle HTML content plus footer HTML content. Okay, now we concatenate all the HTML content together and click OK. To check this, I am going to use one send Outlook mail message. Okay, let me add to address info@yellowgreys.com and the subject is, let's say, test. Let me add the body as please find the table below plus VB new line to make the enter. Now add HTML content. Okay, click OK. Now everything is ready, so let's run this process. Before that, in this send Outlook mail message, you need to check is body HTML checkbox. Okay, so then go and run this bot to see the output. Let me debug that. The bot started executing it. First the bot stored all the HTML header content and footer content. Now it's concatenating all the middle HTML content with inserting our data table rows. Now everything is ready. Let's go and check Outlook to see the output. Yeah, look at this. The bot is successfully sent an email with a data table we expected. So the header is UiPath and we have designed the header and comments as a header, and we have inserted all the rows into the HTML format content. So here I have applied my logic. So if you guys have any other logic, please comment the below. This logic will work based on your data table rows availability. Okay, it may decrease or it may increase, but this logic will work. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and do support. Connect with us for more tutorials.